All right, so welcome to June Team Tenacity Coach Call. We're only going to do one of these a month, and so that way it leaves me more time to do one-on-one calls with you guys and then do the team training calls. But I wanted to at least do one video like this at the beginning of the month so that we can kind of all be on the same page and do some recognition for those that are doing. Hey, Kat, could you running back over here? Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. And just do some recognition and then kind of go over the game plan for the month, the calendar, any trainings that are coming up, and just so you guys are all on the same page. So first of all, I wanted to congratulate everyone that is joining the Focus on the Finishes contest. The contest is so much fun. Like, we're only on day 2 and I'm having a blast. I thought it was going to be chaotic. I know that some people were a little confused that there's a check-in in the morning and then there's a check-in at night. So there's 2 opportunities for you guys to earn points for your team, since you guys are in partners. And so hopefully tonight I could just make sure that you guys understood that at 7 a.m. the picture post is going to be available for you to post your picture underneath it. So whatever that day is. Today was day 2, a picture of your goals. If for any reason the topic is easier to type up, I don't mind if you guys don't share a picture. That's fine. You guys can type it up. It is a picture challenge. So, make it fun. That's all it was, is to make it fun. But as long as you post it, whatever it is each day, you're good. If your partner posts it, then you double your points. Yeah. So, all right. So then, you get 2 points for you, and if your partner does it, you get another. So you get at least 3 points per day, possible 3 points per day for your AM post. And then you have your PM post, which is your check-in. Like, we've done those many, many times in the group. And so you just check in with that. And so hopefully that clears everything up for everyone. And what I'm asking you guys to do, and I'm going to do another video, small video in the actual group, is to keep track of your own points. I'm going to do it, but I want you to keep track of your own points. So if for any reason I'm wrong, you guys can say, this is what I have. And so it's easier for you to keep track of 2 people's points versus me trying to keep track of, I don't even know how many groups we have now. So please do that. I might even create a Google Doc spreadsheet or something like that. We can pin it in there. And so I can go ahead and type in what I have, and you guys can kind of watch and see, or you can type in your own. Like, I'll put your name, you and your partner's name, and then day 2, day 3, day 4, like that. And you guys can put your points in there. So thanks for joining that group. That group is for anyone on Team Tenacity, anyone that's a coach that has customers that purchase a Shakeology or a program or a challenge pack. That group is to help you guys share our products with other people. So I just don't want people in the group that have never purchased anything from you, because we're all using the same thing as help someone if they don't have any tools, right? So as long as they're your customer. Hey, Emily, could you mute real quick, please? Thank you, ma'am. So as long as it's your customer, you make sure that they sign up and at least get transferred to you or get their account linked to you. They're your customer and they're wanting to work with you, then they could be in those groups. You do not have to create your own challenge groups if you don't want to, okay? The group is going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so when you gain confidence and when you learn from the challenge group that we're running together, you can team up with someone else and you can always run your own challenge groups. Nothing wrong with that. I just want you guys to have a group that you can participate in. I want you to be my biggest challengers. Rockstar challengers, and what you're doing, all you're doing if you're a great challenger is you're practicing coaching. So when someone else posts a sweaty selfie picture, don't just like it, comment, say how awesome that is, because you've been that person posting something and just wanting some feedback, just a little hand clap, a pat on the back, atta girl. And so I just want you guys to make sure that you are taking at least 5 minutes every day to scroll through there and say a few things about those that are brave enough to post in those groups. And we've all been in a group for the very first time and going, oh my gosh, so we just want to make sure that group is encouraging and always empowering each other and lifting each other up, because that's what I want you to learn. So if you do venture out and do your own, then you'll know what really helps the challenge group do well. Each month I'm doing a new focus. Right? So this month's focus was the contest. I've never done that before because, like I said, I thought it was going to be chaotic, but it's turning out great. So we could even do this again next month. And if you guys haven't already seen, next month's challenge group focus is going to be called the Purpose Project. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit more, and all of you are welcome to join that. And you guys, I have ways for you guys to promote that for yourself so that it can help you sell your challenge packs and get people in, okay? Because there's nothing I'm going to do that does not involve health and fitness. My purpose was found through health and fitness, so it's going to be perfect. I've been thinking about this since, gosh, like June or July of last year. I think it was right after Summit or maybe right before Summit. I've been thinking about this because another coach does something called the Passion Project. And I just was like thinking about it and thinking about it. I'm like, oh, it's too much like what she's doing. It's too much like what she's doing. And finally I was like, nope, I'm doing it. It's my way, whatever. So you guys, that's the next big challenge group that's coming up in July, right? So what you want to do is this month you promote it to help you hit Success Club 5 this month. And so I run those challenge groups, and I make sure that there's a challenge group always coming up. Even though it's in the same group, I always have something coming up that you guys can invite your customers and clients and followers and the people that follow you, your tribe, too. So that's for you as well. So when you saw it, I'm sure you're like, I want in that. You're always in it. As long as you want to be in those challenge groups, it is for you too, because I recruit a lot of coaches every month, and very few are challenge groups without becoming a coach. But those coaches still need to learn how to run a challenge group. They still need to be in a challenge group. So it's really helped me have an ongoing challenge group. In whether I have customers or coaches, they go in that challenge group, and I just teach them one way or another, So real quick, I want to recognize those people that are showing up in big ways on this team. Not all of them are on this call, but hopefully they'll be watching the playback, and I just wanted to give them that huge congratulations for the things that they're doing in their business. And some of you are on the call. We did run our very first 7-day social media training, and the graduates from that were Sandy, Arthena. I can never say her name right. I told her to tell me on the phone. Does anybody know how to pronounce it? Arthenia? I think I'm saying it right. Cami, Vanessa, Elena, and Skylar, they all graduated from that first 7-day training, social media training, and it gives you points. When you're taking the training, every day you get to learn something, and then it gives you a social media assignment. So you get to actually go to Facebook and do something that you've learned. And then you get points every time you drink your Shakeology, you do your workout, you do your personal development, and you watch the video. And all of those things you earn points. So Sandy was the top earner of that challenge. And Cami, Vanessa, these are old points. But Sandy, I remember Sandy was the top of that challenge. So that was really cool. And then I want to congratulate the people that are doing the second round. Is Ashton, Diana, Amy, Heather, Cassandra, and I know a couple people are redoing that again, just because you can do it as many times as you want. Great information. And this was the missing link I think that our team had, was joining the team and not knowing where to start, how to tell people what you're doing without sounding salesy and, icky, or just not posting anything at all because you're so scared to death of doing it the wrong way. This is going to help give you confidence in knowing what to post. So if you're inconsistent with posting, this training is for you. I don't care if you've been a coach for 3-4 years. This training will help you, I promise. It's exactly what we're needing. And then when you have a new coach that joins this team, make sure you get them in that 7-day training if they're wanting to do anything with running challenge groups or selling challenge packs or building a team. So they don't have to be needing to build a big business to benefit from that 7-day training. The next thing I wanted to recognize was last month we had one Success Club earner that hit 5 or more, and that was Tina, who she hit Success Club 7, and she hasn't hit Success Club in a long time, so I know she was super, super ecstatic for that. I think she hit it like 2 months ago for the first time in a few years. So it's really cool to see someone that knows exactly what they're doing. They might not really want to work this business. They go through seasons of their life that things happen, life happens. They go off, but they can always come back. I don't know how many times and how many people I've heard say that this business they just love it so much that they would do it for free. But I don't want you to have to. All right. I don't want you to do it for free. People don't cut hair for free. People don't, wash cars for free. People don't clean houses for free. So you shouldn't have to coach and do all of that for free either. So I want to help you make money, but it's really cool to see her come back with a vengeance. She's also going to Summit. So yay. Let's see. Then this month, already on the Success Club board, Elena Tessero has 4 points already. Skylar, a brand new coach, has 2 points. Valerie has 2 points, and Shayla has 2 points. And then my mama, Miss Jackie, hit Success Club 5 for the very first time in her business. So you guys have got to like give her a huge shout out, okay? She's normally not on our team calls ever because she doesn't have Wi-Fi like we do. It's like like she only has like 4 gigabytes or something like that of Wi-Fi. So the cable, the Ethernets and all that doesn't come out to her house. They like stop like 2 miles before they reached her house. So she really can't join these live unless she calls in. So you guys got to give her a huge shout out. It's a big deal to her. And she wasn't pushing for it. These are people that are coming to her just because she's posting consistently on her page, not sounding salesy, just sharing her journey, sharing her struggles. And it's so cool to see her because she was pushing so hard. I think she was not being herself for so long that she finally found her groove and who she is. So it's really cool to see her accomplish that. All right, we do have one new Emerald that hit Emerald last month, and that was Amy Chavez. So congratulations to her. And you guys, there was a lot of people that had 2, 3, 4 points on the board, and that is lives that you're changing, no matter if you hit Success Club 5 or not. That Success Club 5 is just a goal that's there. There's many rewards that come with it, but most importantly, it helps us as a team. It helps us hit elite points. It helps us become elite. Helps you move your business forward faster. You see a bigger income. You want to work it more like a business when it's paying more like a business. So, we throw the word Success Club around a lot, but it really is linked to helping you see success in your business. So always have that as a non-negotiable goal to help at least 3 people with a challenge pack in a month. And really that's, my goal is to hit Success Club 20 every month. So you can start with 5 like I did, and then slowly I went to 10, and then this past 3 or 4 months, my goal has been 20. I don't always hit it, and that's okay, but it helps me reach and think about I want to help more people, and that's all it does. It keeps me working even when the days I don't feel like working. All right, so that was the main recognitions that I had. I'm going to make sure that that was it. And Arthenia, if I'm saying it right, darn it if I'm saying it wrong, I feel horrible. That's the only thing bad about social media is that you message each other and you see the name typed out, but you're not always hearing it pronounced. But she's halfway to Emerald. She signed up her husband, and so she's already made that decision that that's where she's going, and she's talking to a few people I know that'll be signing up with her, and she'll be hitting Emerald soon. So Miss Catherine on here is really, really stinking close to Diamond too. So I bet you she could do it before Summit. I double dog dare you, Chip. Double dog dare you. Okay. All right. So let's go into the upcoming month. We did do 3 power hours already that were scheduled. I might add more throughout the month, but a power hour, I just want you guys to understand there's a document that you can follow, and you can also team up with other people. So if you ever are like, every Tuesday at this time, I'm free. Anybody else free at this time? If you want to run a power hour, you can. Power hour just allows you to get on, be able to ask questions while you work. Okay. You're just doing the actual daily tasks that'll move your business forward. You'll be inviting new people to join you as Facebook friends. You'll be starting new conversations that have nothing to do with Beachbody. You're going to be just doing the stuff that nobody else wants to do. All the unsexy stuff is what they call it. That's what a power hour is. And so that way, when you're working with someone, you set a timer and you say, okay, this is what it is. And the document's going to give you examples and all that. So if there's a power hour live with me, I try to do it at 3 different times and 3 different days. So at least one of those you might be able to jump on and do live with me, but don't feel like you only have to do them with me. Catherine's ran them before too. She knows what she's doing. So if you guys have days off and that work with your schedule, just feel free to do. You need to do it every day. You don't have to do it live every day, but you need to do it every day. So it doesn't hurt to just jump on and say, hey, I'm going to use the link today for the Zoom. Who wants to join me? Please feel free to step out and take leadership on that anytime you want to. Just let me know, or at least post it in the group and tag me. That way I don't accidentally log into the Zoom while you're using it, or I can always, because it's easy to just create a new Zoom link. That's not a problem for myself. All right. So if you guys saw the calendar, I'm going to pull it up here. I'm going to screen share so I can, because this new computer rocks. So I'm going to screen share and pull up the calendar just to kind of give you an idea of what we're using it for and what each thing is. I know we have a ton of people, new coaches on the team that could be watching the recording back later. And so I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that I create this graphic every month just to kind of help you know what's going on visually. And then in the descriptions, not this one, but the other one that's pinned to the top of the post, in the description, it kind of breaks it all down. There's a national wake-up call every Monday. That's the best personal development you can do because you're going to hear from the top leaders, and you're also going to get any current things that are happening, any sales that are going on, anything new that's up and coming. And then you're going to always hear from one of the, not just always top, but maybe an up-and-coming coach that's really just found a way of doing something and they just want to share how they're having success. And so the most current ones are what's working now. And there's an archive of those calls. You can download a podcast for the Team Beachbody podcast, and you can watch to as many of those as you want. But this one, the newest one, normally is on the podcast the following day. You guys can call in, listen to it live. I don't listen to it live ever, mainly because there's a whole lot of recognition at the top, and if one of my team members or myself or someone I don't know is not getting recognized, I feel like I'm wasting my time. So I like the podcast because then I can fast forward it until the information is being talked about. So there's the tip to save some time. The MAID calls are Thursdays, every other Thursday. This last Thursday it was canceled. Melissa is a top 10 coach, of course, and so she's in Bora Bora. Sucks to be her. So she had to cancel the call. And then I did the power hours. You can see the power hours were Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the times. And so whenever you see power hour, that just so you know. And then the second social media training started, and the people that just graduated from the first, we had a team Zoom call on Monday night. So that's what's going to happen next week. That was this past Monday. You know what I mean. So on Monday, I'm starting a new group, and I'm ending the one prior to it. And then, so there's one more starting on the 13th. So if you want to be in the 7-day training, get in there. If you want to do it again, get in there. I'm checking in on those daily. So if you're showing up, I'm showing up. If you're taking those steps to learn social media, I'm going to your page. I'm looking at it. I'm going over it with you. I'm helping you edit, tweak it, and helping you have success with those posts. This Wednesday, tomorrow, is one-on-one calls between 6 and 9. If you'd like to jump on a one-on-one call, that's your time. And then I'm going to do it again on Thursday night. And then again, on Monday, we're going to end one and start one. What is coaching webinar? This is me stepping out of my comfort zone big time and doing it on my own. I might have some help if anyone wants to help me make the little graphics that go up. What are those called? I'm trying to think what they're called. The screen slides, the little slides.
PowerPoint.
Yeah, like a PowerPoint, exactly. A PowerPoint, because a PowerPoint really does help me stay on topic. So I'm just going to share what Team Tenacity is, what our mission is, what we do as coaches, and then answer questions. And so please feel free to start promoting that now. It takes about a week of talking about something because only so many people are going to see your stuff. And even though I post it big on social media, I'm always going back to people that have been in challenge groups before. I'm doing a lot of private messaging, you guys. If I post something on social media and I get 30 likes, I might get one challenge pack out of that. But I can get 10 challenge packs out of private messaging and asking them what are their goals, taking an interest in their life and in their world and with their struggles. So I promise you what I'm doing and what you can see is only a percentage, 1% of the work that it takes. But you cannot talk to people in private message if they don't feel like they know and trust you on social media. So you have to post consistently, but you can't base your success off of those posts. So start promoting the challenge. Start promoting, both. Start promoting the challenge group for July for the Purpose Project. and start promoting now for what is coaching. If anyone's ever been interested in what coaching is, you can even market it as, if anyone is looking for a discount on Shakeology, would love to, welcome you to a webinar where you can not only, get a discount on Shakeology, but you can also, make an income. However, and if you want to run it by me first, great. I'll probably create one and you can copy and paste it, tweak it to make it your own. There's so many out there. We have scripts of different ways to promote a What is Coaching Opportunity webinar and how to attract people to it before leading up to it. And then the work's not over. You promote it, you share the picture, you post it on Facebook. People are watching. There's a lot of people that watch that never like or comment on your stuff. And so then you are also, if they like it, I talk to them. If they comment, I talk to them. And I do that a couple times, so it kind of helps me see. And then you got to follow up with them. So even if they say yes that night before or that day of, I also send them a reminder and then the link that we're going to use and all that. I'm going to try my best to use it's Google Hangout, and if not, we'll do a Zoom like this. The teammate call is on for the 16th, so she said she would make it worth our while since she missed the second. And then we're going to end that third 7-day social media training on the 20th. And it's blank after that for right now because I might be going to a wedding out of town and I didn't want to schedule anything important. But I might add some more Power Hour lives to next week. We'll see how that goes, or maybe the 21st or something like that. Does anybody have any questions about the calendar and how that works? All right, and at the very bottom of the calendar, you'll see the product of the month. I've been trying to promote one new product a month for all of us to try. And the reason I do that is because Shakeology is amazing. It really is. But a lot of people are going to start asking you about some of the other supplements. Some people, they drink or use an energy drink or a recovery drink, religiously, and we can share with them our products. So I try to put a product of the month on there. And this week I'll be posting like what is recovery and what's in the new recovery. It's an orange flavor. What's in it? Why is it better? There was a podcast on it as well for the National Wake Up Call. And so it just encourages you guys to, instead of thinking of all the products there are to learn about, you can just learn about one new product a month that helps build your confidence. And if you purchase the product and you're using it and you can post it on social media some way that you're using it, more people will take an interest in it. And whenever you're selling these little products, even when it's not a challenge pack, it still helps with our team volume. And if you're Emerald, you're going to be benefiting from that anyway. So it helps all the way around the volume. And then 2, you're being proof that another product works. The Energize is amazing. I'll be honest with you. Last month, I was supposed to get the Boost, and they sent me another Energize instead of the Boost. So I went online and used the little form to change what I wanted to be shipped, and lo and behold, they messed that up. So now I have 2 Energizes, and I did not get my Boost last month. But Catherine, did you get your Boost? Not yet? That's okay. So this month, I wanted to try the recovery because it's the orange flavor. They have it in chocolate and orange. Feel free to get whichever one you want to try. And you can also just get a sample kit. They have a little packet of all the 5 different performance lines. If it's only $15 for coaches to get one of everything, and just try them, just so you know. So even if you can't get a full 30-day supply, or how many ever days are in there, I need to look. See, that's the stuff that I'll be posting. So we know a little bit more about the product. We can answer questions better. Even if you didn't use it, you'd be able to answer questions better, but it helps a whole lot more if you can actually try it. And then that way, like every month, if you're trying something new, and if it's not something that you're going to use forever, then you don't have to get it again. But the Energize, I would have never even known how great it was. I swear, I'd still be in a workout slump if it wasn't for that Energize. I'm not kidding. Like, you can just feel it kick in. You're like, woo, let's go. And there's no jittery. There's no weird headaches or crash or anything. I take it, then I go run with Mia, and about halfway through, I'm jogging with, not run, I should take that back. Halfway jogging with Mia, I can feel it kick in. You can literally feel like this burst of energy, and then I work out, and then I can still feel it, and I come in, I sit down and work, So, I mean, it's kind of like having a really healthy shot of espresso. So if you guys haven't tried Energize and you're not interested in the recovery, you can do the Energize this month. That's what we did last month, is the boost last month, and the month before that we did Energize. So, and that one stuck. Let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to show in there. Any questions about the month? I need to stop screen share. Back here. Hi, Tina. I had you guys all minimized, so I couldn't let you jump on.
I have a question, but it's not about this.
Okay.
Are you going to be doing any kind of a talk about leadership ladder? Because I've got some questions about the video you sent me and about TV and BP and all of those little words. And I'm a little confused on them, and I don't want to like take over or anything. I just
no, that's fine.
If we can schedule something where we can ask questions about that.
Well, I hit the wrong button. I accidentally hit stop record. I think it'll be fine. No, I can help briefly on that real quick because I'm sure other people are concerned too. Team volume, TV is team volume, if you didn't know what that meant. And PV is product volume. I'm sure, so you got that part, right?
Yeah, the BP, the bonus points, was what I was confused about because I don't understand what that is. I do understand how many like points you need for Success Club, but I don't understand what it actually is. Is it only for Shaco and challenge packs, or how does it exactly work?
Okay, yeah, I will help you find out the bonus, that part, because I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure. But I do know what the PV and the TV is. I do know that. And I know that all of that really takes in effect once you're Emerald.
Yeah.
And you'll need that, 2-to-1 ratio from your right and your left leg. You understand that part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, what I'll do is the leadership ladder is new as well to Beachbody in general. And so instead of just saying, you're Emerald, they're saying you're going to make more money if you're Emerald and you are doing this, this, and this. You should be making about $250 a week. So it's a great tool, visual, especially for people that need that marker, what to hit and what to do with it. Like I'm thinking I'm an Emerald, I'm a diamond and I was a 1-star diamond, but I don't move up until I have 2 more diamonds. So it kind of helps keep pushing us. But I'll look into that. And I know there was a really great training on that, but I don't know if they talked about that because I don't remember hearing about the bonus. And
the video that you sent me, she had different slides, and it tells you how many bonus points you need, and then also how much PV and TV you need, especially on your weak leg.
Right.
And then we also talked about all the other things that you have to do to like hit Success Club, and then to make sure you maintain and you're making enough money to match your level. But I just had never heard of the bonus points, and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, that's the video I watched too. So they threw it up there, but didn't explain that, right? Yeah.
Not really.
Okay, I'm writing it down so that I don't forget.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions?
Can you send that video to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I bet you Tina can just copy paste it right over to you.
Because we're done. Because I've watched it twice and she's awesome. I really like watching her. She's really like, she's kind of like, I don't feel sorry for you, but at the same time, I'm willing to help you, but you got to do it yourself. So it's like one of those things that you have to hear. Tough love.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. It took me, Melissa is very kind and loving, and she's my kind of girl, my kind of coach. And then she had an assistant, Jeanette. And Jeanette was the tough love kind of girl. And so they kind of balanced each other out. So Melissa didn't get taken advantage of. I mean, Melissa's got a huge team. I'm nowhere near that, needing an assistant or anything like that. But I did learn from her, like, you've got to walk with the people that are walking. You got to run with the people that are running. And you can only take a step with them if they're willing to take a step. Like all of you being on this call, whether you're listening or on, Zoom live, it doesn't matter. When you guys show up, I'm going to show up for you, and I have your back, and that's the thing. And you got to remember that with your challengers too. You can check in with them, and you can talk to them, and you can help, and you can encourage them, but you are not a failure if they give up. It's not your job to make sure that they stay plugged into it. The same goes for this business. It's not your job to make sure they stay plugged in. You can't go MIA. That's what you can't do. You can't just disappear and not be there for them. So you've got to make sure that you're connecting with them, and you don't have to bug them. I'm talking, I at least go through all my coaches once a month, at least, because half of you, more than half of you reach out to me. So we stay in contact. You're reaching out to me. I know you need me. I'm going to be there to help. But if they're quiet, I don't want to just think that they don't need help. So I'm going to make sure I reach out to them, but I'm not going to talk to them every single week. So what'd you do this week? What'd you do this week? So we can't do that with our challengers either. We can't, I think that's from the phone call. If you guys are on the phone, if you want to mute yourself. But yeah, it's definitely a leadership role.
904. I guess. Yeah, let's go if you want to go.
If you're calling,
Okay, go. Hurry.
If you're on the phone and you called in, I can hear you. I don't know who it is though. I can't see the phone number either.
Hey, Janice.
Yeah, I got it. I muted her. Woohoo! I learned how to do that. Thanks, Cammie.
Wait, can I get that video as well?
Yes,
Okay, and then I have another question.
ma'am.
Okay, on the challenge that we're doing, like Vanessa and I are posting, we're doing one post, but we're putting both of our pictures together. Now, does that count as a together?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. All right.
Fine. That makes it a little easier to count them too. So you can do it separately or together. Both count. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Kat, you have any questions? Anything to add? No. Me and Kat have been talking on the phone a couple times this week, and she's a prime example that life is always going to come up. As soon as you make a decision to do something with your business, life is going to come up and say, oh, was this really that important to you? How important is this really? And so, we all have those months, those days, those weeks that we just don't really feel like doing much. And sometimes life, we have a little break in what we're doing. And each time you have a break, I think we learn something through it. And if I could encourage any of you that are on this call, watching later, live, whatever, that if this is something that you really want to do, that you just got to know that anytime you make a decision to make progress in your life, to move forward, there's this little guy named Satan that wants to come in and yes, and he wants to disrupt what you're about to do. Because I know all of you guys have a love for the Lord, and when you are trying to when you're trying to work to help other people, when you're trying to make a positive impact in the world, you're trying to shine your light, of course he's going to want to try to dim that in some way, shape, or form, and it's easier to attack your faith in yourself than anything else. So whenever you feel that doubt, just know that's not God, and God gives you the strength to overcome anything. And this Beachbody business is a great tool that we're using, but really it's you. It's you that you're overcoming stuff. You're the one that's doing the personal development. You're the ones that are doing the workout. You're the one that's, drinking the Kool-Aid, the Shakeology, and meal prepping, and all of these things to better your life. And then you've got to start there first. Because I've seen coaches do it. They do it for show. They just want to show everybody else that they're doing this, but they're not actually doing it. So make time for you, and know that as soon as you say, I'm going to go for Emerald, or I'm going to go for Success of 5, there's going to be something that comes up to make you doubt that that's possible, but it's not. It's not impossible. It's that doubt that slows you down. That is what makes it impossible, is when you slow down and you stop for a day or two, then you lose traction and you lose momentum. That's exactly what he wants you to do. And when you lose the momentum, then you lose the traction, then you lose people's trust. That will affect your business. But really first it's mental, and just saying, I'm going to make this decision to do this. Like if your goal is to hit Emerald, or hit Success Club 5, or even just if you want to sell one challenge pack this month, if that's your goal, just know there's going to be something that comes up. You're going to have 5 people say no, or someone might say, yeah, I want to do that. I'm going to order on the 14th, and the 14th comes and you check back in on them. They're like, something came up. Of course it did. Guess why? Because they made a decision to do this, and life is going to happen every single time you say you're going to do something. So it doesn't just happen to you. It also happens to the people that are going to want to join you on this journey as well. And so you got to be able to talk to them. When you're talking to them the very first time, that's a lot of things that I say whenever someone's joining me with a challenge pack. I'm like, I know this is a big investment, and I'm so excited for you to make this investment. But more importantly than the investment you're making, the decision to change your life is huge. And so every time you make a big decision like that, something happens. I mean, it could be as horrible as losing your father. I mean, or it could be something like an animal got sick. It could be, your marriage is like, you guys are just fighting. It could be even fighting over the amount of time you're working your business. Something will come up. And so I try to talk to my customers about that as well. As soon as you make this decision, just know there's going to be resistance. There's going to be something that's going to make you feel like this is impossible or too expensive, or a flat tire or whatever is going to happen. And so just be expecting it. And I hope and pray that this is something that you want and see that's going to help you, and that I'm not pushing this on you, that this is something that these are the tools that can help you. So it works both ways in our business and with the people. And I think when we have empathy for that, for other people, then they see that. So we have less than a minute left on our Zoom tonight. So if you guys have any other questions, I'm going to record. This is recorded, so I'll get this up and the recording up, and you guys can ask the questions below that recording, so that way we can kind of keep it all together, and people that were watching the recording later can see your questions and my answers too. Alrighty? Cool. Thank you guys so much for jumping on tonight. I really appreciate your time, and you guys have a wonderful night. Mwah. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.